you are considering lipo. That was back in, was that back in 2008, 2009?
2010.
Or that was 2010?
2010.
This was, I paid the deposit for my procedure.
Wow.
In March 2010.
You hadn't even paid a deposit.
That's
Yes,
part of the money that went in over there in the bank.
Oh, that one.
Keep up.
Oh yeah, you've been exercising. Cool. I'll still make you exercise, but the piece you've been missing is that you can exercise all damn day. You can run half marathons, but until you eat a certain way, you'll really never change your body.
This is the One Mic Show. You transformed from being what we essentially saw back in the days. First of all, even besides the point, the first time I saw Jane Mukami was on
Why?
Yeah, no, I'll you know, like, it's an interesting story. The first time I saw Jane Mukami,
say it.
the first time I heard about Jane Mukami was on 10-Minute Fix. Do you guys even remember 10-Minute Fix?
Of course.
Yes, that was the first time
With Kinadab and what is his name?
Leo Fire.
Leo Fire.
Yes. Roy Wangu. That's the first time, you know, like, I heard of Jane Mukami.
Bring back 10-minute fix.
Yes, and that 10-minute fix was actually ahead of its time. That was the first time. So
it actually was.
Yes. So from
way ahead of its time.
Yeah, back then you were so into fitness, and you transformed from what was then essentially a fitness coach to what you now describe as a mentor of transformation, with a renewed focus on nutrition, where you say before fixing your body, you must first fix your mindset, and then the body follows. Now, because most people associate good bodies with pounding iron in the gym, please guide those who are tuned in what exactly this means in layman terms, and maybe how this strategy can be more of benefit to them in the long run, because most people have never thought about mind when it comes to trying to figure out your body. Jane Mukami.
Well, this goes beyond fitness. This is life. And you've asked me the context of working out, going to the gym, lifting, running, cycling, whatever, moving your body, right? When I began my weight loss journey in 2008, I started doing the same thing. It was the first time I'd ever been in a gym. I was 28 years old. I went to the gym to lose weight. I knew what to wendanga gym could lose weight. That's all I knew, right? So it was 2 years, 2009, 2010, working out, sometimes working out twice a day.
Eish.
And I only lost 4 pounds. I remember thinking, what am I missing? Nini naendelea, what's going on? Right? And this is the same mentality a lot of people still have today. Yes, in those 2 years, I was doing every diet, losing a bit of weight, gaining it back. But it was 2010, which is 15 years ago, when I thought of, okay, nothing's working, I'll have lipo, before I could go on and have the procedure done like 2 weeks away from the date. I met a friend and she was like, wait, don't do lipo. First, go to my coach and give him a chance. And that's what changed everything. Because what he taught me was, oh yeah, you've been exercising, cool. I'll still make you exercise, but the piece you've been missing is that you can exercise all damn day, you can run half marathons, but until you eat a certain way, you'll really never change your body. So by the time 10-minute fix was coming around, this was 2011. This is when they were making fun of me, saying old school Jane was nice and round and plump. New school Jane has muscle. I started bodybuilding. This was when 10-minute fix started doing their YouTube channel. And it was 2011 when Leo and Fini and Alan started talking about me. It was one of the first programs. So anyway, what I got from that journey was, I don't care how hard you work out. And that's what made me transition my business in 2018, saying, if you don't want to work out, you're my customer, because I know it doesn't matter. You're still going to lose 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds without exercise.
Not that there's anything wrong with being plump, Kiasi.
But
Carbs save lives.
But you know, the most compelling thing that you said is that you are considering lipo. That was back in, was that back in 2008, 2009?
2010.
Oh, that was 2010.
2010.
This was, I paid the deposit for my procedure.
Wow.
In March 2010.
You hadn't even paid a deposit.
That's
Yes, and
part
I
of the
lost it.
money that went in over there in the bank.
Oh, that one.
Keep up, keep
Okay.
up, keep up, keep up.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. I mean that isn't so encouraging because some people feel like that's the only option, that's the only way out they have. There's other options that people are looking into nowadays, like these drugs.
Or
Yeah, like Ozempic, and
Those ones.
and we
Usiseme
still
atulipwi.
and we still don't fully know, like the side effects
No, we don't. We don't.
of the
Yeah,
drug, but
we
a lot
don't.
of people are using it. It's very popular. It's always being advertised, so that's quite encouraging, and especially the nutrition part. Now, talking about nutrition, there was some very controversial statements that were made by a doctor who came on the One Mic show a couple of weeks ago. A lot of people were pissed off. We always like getting these different perspectives, and she had a very extreme perspective.
Not pissed off. They
Yeah.
say they were very vocal.
Yes, they were very vocal, and she had this very extreme, perspective of
Plant-based.
humans are not meant to eat any animal products.
Yani
Like-
alisema nyama choma ni mbaya, you are carcinogenic, na wewe utakufa. Na what else did she say?
No,
and
nyama
you,
choma.
and you cannot eat eggs because for you.
Nyama
Ah,
choma.
wewe.
Nyama choma
She
was
did-
extreme. She called
she
nyama
said-
choma carcinogenic. And eggs, she said that a human should not be eating more than 2 eggs in a week.
So
Ali,
Yeah. So let's
Ali.
hear from Mika.
yeah. So, and there's something that Jane has said, and it might have passed a lot of people who haven't realized. She said something that she was working out, but she will only lose like 4 pounds, 2 pounds, and she would ask herself, "What is it I'm doing wrong?" And doing all these diets and everything, and what I'm doing wrong. And you remember when you guys asked me what I'm doing, and I told you is simple. I started counting my calories. Yes, right?
Mhm.
I just started balancing my macros, counting my calories, eating on a deficit, and my workout was more of to balance with the nutrition part of it. And that is why when we had our doctor, kuna mtu alisema daktari alitoka TikTok, but I don't say hivyo, but kuna mtu alisema hivyo, it's that when I told her that extreme diets have one thing that makes them fail. You get tired of it. Your body feels restricted and it becomes rebellious. And then so when you utajipatia cheat day ya kwanza, utajipata baada ya cheat day kuna cheat weeks, then you have cheat months.
So basically,
And
you
you-
become a
and you go
cheater.
back to normal programming.
Oh,
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you balance your nutrition and you eat in a healthy way, you will find yourself eating less because there is nothing that you cut out of your diet. You just balance your nutrition to fit your goals.
Okay.
I'm a coach nimedanganya.
Okay. Coach, react to what Mika just said.
No, he's got some valid points. It's not about extreme dieting. It's not about saying, I'm doing keto, I'll never eat carbs. Siku moja utanguka ukule ugali, you won't stop eating ugali, right? It's not about saying, animal protein is carcinogenic. Carcinogenic comes from it being roasted or chomwad. Yes, the burning and all that. So if you say, yeah, I'm gonna go plant-based and not eat any meat, what about the day you're gonna miss meat? So anything that's extreme sets you up for failure, because if one day you feel deprived and you go back to it, you cannot come back. Yeah. So I'm of the same school of thought that there needs to be balance. You should be able, and what I teach my clients is, my thing is sugar. I love cake. I love donuts. I don't care for alcohol. I don't care for fried foods. But I enjoy having a good slice of cake. If you tell me not to eat cake, we'll fight. So I still enjoy cake in moderation, 1, 2, sometimes 3 times a month, depending on what phase of my journey I'm in. Everything in moderation. But for you to get there, there's work that has to be done first. Yeah, so everything in moderation for it to be a lifestyle, because really it's not about losing weight, it's about keeping the weight off. That's the litmus test for a good protocol.
Okay.
Anyone can lose weight. Fast for religious purposes, fanya Ramadan 30 days. You're going to lose weight. But then what happens after that?
I know. I have experience with that.
You eat like Ali and
Yeah. Yeah.
and the cycle continues.
You
the
know,
next
it's
year.
interesting. Ramadan, I very easily lose 10 to 13 pounds religiously every year. And religiously, I gain it back before the next Ramadan.
And then
Oh,
some.
you gain 20.
Yeah, you know,
I
get.
know.
Yeah,
I know, because I work with a lot of women who go through Ramadan with me, and when they go through Ramadan with me, once they lose the weight, they never gain it back.
Okay, all right. So are you telling me? But now you only work with women. That's another
Ali,
another issue that I think we'll need to talk about, but later on, not right now. On why you only choose to work with women when there are so many men
like Ali who
yeah.
go through Ramadan
and need
gain.
help.
Yes, and
after
gain.
that.
Yes.
And actually, here one of your students, Ed Ribu, is saying former Jane student. So clearly, you work with men. You know, we have a male student here. So
Edward worked with me. I certified him to become a coach.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So
All right.
he attended my certification program where I was teaching him how to coach clients. So of course he got to learn the method that I use with women, and he saw how effective it is, and it's helped him build his business.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I got to work with him. But I'm just going to put it out there, not that I have anything against men, but when I did try working with men, it just was not joyful, for a politically correct term. Men are a little difficult. They don't listen. Mnafikiria mnajua kila kitu. You question everything I say. And then there are moments where you just come to class and stare at me and don't say anything. See, I told you I love communication.
But maybe the guy was liking what he was saying, so he couldn't talk. I'm just
or maybe it's the guys you are working with. Why are you painting us with a broad brush?
It could be like one mics. Maybe you are working
maybe
with
you
one
work
mics.
with a couple of one mics.
Yeah, because what were Baltimore? Oh, sorry.
But is it
Clearly you're the people she's talking about.
Ego.
Thank you.
Us guys were very nice people.
It was hard. It became tough. But what worked for me is I don't have to work with everyone. Not all money is good money. I get to choose, right?
Oh, wow.
And I chose to stick with the women.
Okay, now that's what financial independence is. Not all money is good. When you're not financially independent, you will chase any kind of money that comes your way. You know, like and that's why, you know, like I think it's very important to be part of this coaching class. I don't know whether an exception can be made, you know, like for some of us.
For a loose Ali, so that Ali becomes like Ed, and then Ali becomes Train the Trainer.
Yeah, but we'll figure that out. And here, Wamahot is saying, I need to know how to get back my collarbone. So Wamahot, you know who you need to contact. And then Tabitab is saying,
collarbone.
That's me. He says, I can attest to that. Even trying to get your significant other, they don't want to listen. So yeah, so I think
To get your significant other, what do you mean?
Like when you're working out, like with your significant other, or just having conversations. I think that's basically in general. Like us guys, as
I think she's saying,
Yeah.
even if, like, I'm assuming she's a girl,
Yes.
a woman, if she's working with me and I'm teaching her how to eat, if she's talking to her husband saying, hey, Jane is teaching me how to eat to Kuleivi, the man, there's resistance. Right.
okay.
Mnaona vile mmejaribu kumansplain. Hiyo ndio kitu anasema. That's what she's talking about. All that mansplaining you are doing, that's what she's talking about.
Okay.
we Mika tangulini
Acha kujaribu kuget pointers hapa.
ndani ya nini box ya kuwa ile side ya females. We uko huku. What are you talking?
No, ni ukweli tu. Sasa zingine like scale back, skia.
Okay,
Scale back.
Okay,
Listen.
so